let me just see, because this isn't what I join color A. Okay, I think that's going to be right. Now let me try again. Do over. Okay, the instructions say, hold on, but what I standing to twist the, allowing the loop to drop stitch from hook, working. Okay, we want to work in front. All right. All right, the pattern says join color B with standing single crochet to the outer edge. And I have my little 6-inch ruler here. You pull the loop out about 6 inches and then you twist it 20 times. And then single crochet in the same stitch. And then you let that loop twist back on itself. Okay, and then you're going to drop this from the hook and you're going to bring in the other color, which is the white. Join it with a single crochet in the next, and then you chain 3. 1, 2, 3. And then you drop it. Okay, you pick up the gray again and you chain 3. 1, 2, 3. You work, now we're going behind the white, right? So you bring it to the front. And then I have my 6-inch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Single crochet in the same space. And then let it twist back on itself. And then you drop it. Okay, we want this to go to the back. One, 2, 3. Yeah, we want the color to go to the back. I think I did it to the front the first time. And then you drop it. Pick up the white. Untwist everything every time. And then you want this to go to the back. Chain 3. 1, 2, 3. Single crochet in the next. Pick up the gray. One, 2, 3. The white goes to the back. Single crochet. Hi, Felix. Can I do a tutorial on how to crochet? There's hundreds of them. Okay. All right, I made a boo-boo here, so I'm going to start over one more time. I'm glad I'm working through this and not just writing it up and putting it out there. Because that never ends well. Oh, it feels like a mess. Third time's a charm. Thanks for the likes. No, I don't really, I'm not really good at tutorials. The only reason I do videos at all is because I enjoy coming on live and crocheting and talking to people. And so I just make the patterns that I write because people like to have a visual for help, but I am really not good at making a tutorial video. Okay. Yeah, sparkly yarn. It's pretty, isn't it? All right, I'm trying to do this ding dong twisted edge. Here we go. Start with a standing stitch. Single crochet. Let's see, and then you stretch the loop out approximately 6 inches. I have my little 6-inch ruler there. And you do 20 twists. So I'm pinching it with my finger and thumb here, and then I'm just using my hook to twist it, and then you single crochet in the same space. All right, and let that twist up on itself. Okay, and then you drop it. Actually, we should chain 3 first. 1, 2, 3, and then drop it. Let me write that down. Okay, now we're going to pick this one up. Standing stitch again. Single crochet in the next. Chain 3 and drop it. Okay, now we want this to go to the back. That's what I did wrong the first time. Single crochet. 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Same stitch. Single crochet. Let it twist back up on itself. Chain 3. Drop it. Okay, and then we're going to pick up the white. And here's where you want it. Every time, make them change sides. Take the gray to the back, work in front of it. Yes, I finally got it right. Chain 3 and drop it. Take the white to the back and work in front of it, single crochet. Six inches, 20 twists. Single crochet in the same spot. Chain 3 and drop it. Pick up the white, come around to the front. Take all that mess to the back. Single crochet. Chain 3. Okay. Yes, this is what I was trying to do. Hard to see what's going on with all these ends. Oh, thanks for the likes. You guys are so sweet. Let me move this around so I can. Okay, let me just write down what I did. I joined color B with a standing single crochet to the first stitch of the outer edge of the skirt. Stretch the loop on the hook until it's approximately 6 inches long. Twist the loop 20 times. Single crochet in the same stitch. Allow the loop to untwist back on itself. Chain 3, drop the stitch from the hook. Join color A with the standing, I have join in there twice, with standing single crochet to the next stitch. Chain 3, drop it from the hook. Pick up color B, chain 3, working in front of color A, single crochet in the next stitch. Stretch the loop on the hook until it's 20 times. Single crochet in the same stitch. It should say chain 3, drop color B. Pick up color A, chain 3, working behind. No, I think we want to work in front of. In front of color B, single crochet in next stitch, drop color A. And then it says repeat from the, yes, working in front of. Okay, I think I got it. Hi, thank you. I'm just working it out. I made some changes. Not really a change. I decided to just add it as an alternative edge. And I don't know, it is a lot of work and a lot of time, but I feel like if you're going to use this as a holiday tree skirt for like years and years, you're only going to end up doing it once, and then you'll have it forever. So it's worth putting in a little extra time. So let's see if I can get a rhythm going here. We're working in front of the white. Right? Yes. And then every time we're pulling out this 6 inches and then 20 twists. And then single crochet. And then I always just go ahead and straighten them out every time and make sure they're okay. You know, only handle it once. And then chain 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Thanks for sharing the live. Appreciate it. It feels good to, wrap this up and get this off the list. I really got stalled this week. I did not get things done that I wanted to get done, but I have holiday table runners that I made for Hanukkah and Kwanzaa, and they're all done. And I haven't published them like I wanted to. That was the thing I was going to do this week, and that didn't happen. So I'll probably just go ahead and do them anyways, even though it's probably too late. Hi, everyone. Thanks for following and stuff. Appreciate it. Hi. I have some I have some other projects in mind. I don't know. I'm just like at the end of the year thinking about all the things I wanted to release this year that I didn't get to. But I have a membership community called the Betty McKnittiverse, and it's on this platform called Mighty Networks, and they had a big update yesterday or the day before. So I have some big changes coming to that platform, and it's gonna take me a minute to figure it out. Oh, thank you for saying that. I really appreciate it because not everyone appreciates my YouTube style. And I definitely do need some organization that needs to happen over there to help people find stuff. I'm aware of that. 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Oh, I'm really glad you like it. Thanks for saying so. Thank you. Which one did I send you? I don't remember. Was it from the I don't remember. I've done several crochet alongs lately. And then I'll just pick people. Yeah. It's a crochet afghan, okay? Well, I'm glad you like it. Amy says she's putting the last 2 rows on her Invisible Woman hat. I thought maybe I'd pop on and do a couple more hats. The Maya's Roommates hat is really super easy, and there's still plenty of time to make to make them as gifts. So I thought I would try and do that this week coming. I don't know. I have wait a second, I'm not done with this one. I have a lot of ideas and not always enough time and energy to implement them. Oh, Hannah, I'm sorry you're having migraines. That sucks. I have chronic illness as well. So sometimes sometimes I just get, like my energy just bottoms out, and it's like it's not even worth trying to figure out what's going on. Sometimes it's just like, just go to bed. Let's see. This is the 6-Day Supernova Holiday Tree Skirt, and I designed them last year, but I did a crochet along a few weeks ago for them. There's a star, a superstar, and a supernova holiday tree skirt, and they all have different borders. Well, the star and the supernova, oh my gosh, the star. Why did I give all these patterns like such similar names? The star and the superstar have this candy cane edge. One of them, the star just has the candy cane red and white, and the superstar has the candy cane with pom-poms. 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. And then, so when I was doing this one on the live, some of the members of my membership group were on, and they were saying, why don't you do the twisted, the twisted with the icicles? The original just had the icicles, not the twist. And somebody said, why don't you put the twist in there too? So I did. That's what I'm doing. So I added that as an option, and I feel like it definitely needed something, so I'm not mad at them, but it's going to take a ding dong long time. That's all. So it's just a little update to the pattern, a little something I'm adding in. Oh yes, it's a Furls Odyssey. It's the only hook I use. It's an ergonomic weighted crochet hook. Not all furls. I was talking to somebody on their live today about using furls. Not all furls are the same, so you should talk to furls. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. You should talk to Furls if you're not sure what kind of hook you need. Like, I don't think these Odyssey hooks are good for people who hold like this. I think it's, they're for people who hold like me. Oh, Hannah, did you subscribe? Thank you. It's so kind of you. I don't know what to do with that subscription thing. But speaking of subscriptions, I started talking about this and then I got distracted like always. The membership community is going to be changing, so and I raise the prices every year, but I have to change the pricing structure because the platform itself changed. So if you're at all interested in being in my membership community, you should join now before the end of the year. Wait, did I miss one? No, I did not. So I was done with a mini blanket. Someone told me to make it bigger, so that's what I'm doing. All right. Subscribers get 15% off if they hit 6 months, get a custom for free. Your TikTok subscribers? I'd love to send everybody little stickers or something. Let's see if my daughter can design me a sticker or a pin, like one of those enamel pins you can put on your project bag. Yeah. Those are great ideas. Thank you, Hannah. Yeah, I think you and my sister are the only subscribers. I can get away with not like doing anything for my sister. But yeah, it has those like, oh, you can give people these special things to like post, like images to post or something. I don't like, I am not cool. I do not know what that's about. I just uploaded like pictures of different different pictures and stuff. Like, yeah, I don't know what I'm doing. Wow, look how long I've been on here working on this, and I'm not even to the first point yet. 1, 2, 3 pictures for gifts, right? Right, that's something I have to either learn how to make or, I don't know, get on Fiverr and get someone to do that for me. I also have where you can be an affiliate in my shop now. If you make a lot of my patterns and you're always posting about them on your socials and stuff, you can be an affiliate in my Shopify store. And then, I think I did a percentage. I think I did a coupon, like a 50% off coupon for my shop. I think I did that, and then I forget. Yeah. I think the link is in my, it's in my link tree if you want to do it. I don't remember what the perks were. You hold your yarn as I do. I've never done that twisting stitch, however. Yeah, this is like two different things. This is the candy cane border, which, by the way, you can do with more than one color of yarn. You can do like 3. I had somebody do 3, and it looked really cool. But the red and white for Christmas, like the candy cane colors, is super cute. People really love it. But you want to make sure you keep your yarn from twisting. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Don't buy anything, Hannah. What did I do here? This isn't right. Don't buy anything. Tell me which one you like the best and I'll gift it to you. I wonder if she heard me because she probably left before I said that. Okay, I'm getting ahead of myself here is what I'm doing. This, I need to do a 3, a chain 3, 1, 2, 3. Thanks for the likes. Single crochet. Okay, I guess I was doing 1, 2, 3 and then dropping it. No, because I'm gonna make the fringe. I'm getting confused. Repeat. Repeat. You got that right. Repeat, repeat, repeat. Let me set it down. Let me set it down, lay it down and admire it. Take a little break. There we go. Oh, that looks nice. That looks nice. So a few months ago, I don't know, that might have been the beginning of the year. Frick, I don't remember. Could have been a whole year ago. I decided that I think what people want is they want me to make the whole, like they like making the whole project like along. So I set the intention to make entire projects on lives like this, which I've done now a couple of different projects. I did this. I did an entire superstar shawl. Hi, wow, thank you. And then someone asked me if I would do a supernova on a live, which I've promised to do because I haven't done that yet. I'm just trying to think of how I want to do it. And then I think I'm going to do the viral blanket, the viral baby blanket. What do y'all think of that? That'll come next year. This is easier with these little tiny balls of yarn, but they're going to run out. Holy nuggets and a half. All of your patterns are phenomenal. Well, you are very kind to say so, but I don't know I don't know if you left before I said this, but everybody heard me. I said, don't buy anything. Let me know which one you like the most, and I will gift it to you. And that can be your perk, subscription perk, since I don't know what the heck I'm doing with subscriptions. Maybe the Star Blanket bundle. Do you think? Are you interested in that? I love anyone that is your favorite. Oh. I think my favorite of my own patterns, like when I sit down to make a blanket, I would probably make the Superstar. The 6-Day Superstar would be my first choice. If I were just going to like sit down and make a blanket, that would be the one that I probably would, it would just, happen. I also really love the 6-Day Kid Blanket, the original 6-Day Kid Blanket with the vivid chevron stripe, which is what I used for the man blanket. I love that man blanket. I'll have to make another one because that one is for a gift. Cool, cool. I just released this year, the big thing that I released and I spent a lot of time on was the hexagon cardigan, the 6-day hexagon cardigan. I did that. That was a big, big, big project. Took up a lot of my time. I put a lot of time into it, I should say. A lot of help, a lot of time in my. I have a little like a design group in my membership community of people that like to get together and make different things with the 6-Day Kid Blanket. You just released your first pattern. Wow, congratulations. Good for you. I mean, I ended up doing this by accident, but I love it. I love doing it. It's the Betty McKnitiverse. BettyMcKnitiverse.com. Give me just a second. I'll type it in. Yeah, I don't know why I go ahead and do the white before I do the fringe. That is no bueno. That is not how I want to do this. Okay, let me single crochet. Yeah. Yeah, I used to do, yeah, it's in the bio. I used to do Patreon. That was where I originally had my membership community. And then it had these tiers. There were different tiers that you could get, and you could get this and you can get that. And then I went over to this membership community and I just made it one price. So it was like, there's no tiers. Everybody can get everything. Everyone pays one, price depending on when you join. Because like I raise the price every year. So if you joined last year, you're paying less than the people that joined this year. But they changed Mining Networks changed their platform, so 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. So, yeah, they changed their platform, so things are a little different over there, and I think it's going to be a little bit more similar to the Patreon, where not tiers, but everything is a la carte. So I don't know, haven't figured it out yet. I'm still thinking. I am the type of person, I have to let things marinate for a long time, to let it bubble up. What the heck I really want to do. 2, 3. I'm not probably going to do this whole thing on a live. I'm going to keep going. How long have I been on? I'm going to keep going. I've been on for about an hour. And then I'm going to keep going until I get sick of doing this. And then I'm going to do the rest of it off camera. Sorry, folks. 1, 2, 3. Because you get the idea now. You're doing the peppermint twist here, and then after you single crochet with the silver, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Yeah. Then you do the fringe. So it's basically the same as the peppermint, but with whatever. 1, 2, 3. When I stop to count that 20, I forget what the heck I was doing. Amy, what colors are you going to make your tree skirt for Jamie? 1, 2, 3. Hi, Wilma. Thanks for the likes. So, and you should lay this down often, especially when you go up over a corner like that, and make sure it's not ruffling or it's not puckering. My tension, I don't know what it is about my tension, but my tension tends to ruffle. So if it ruffles, then you're just going to want to skip. See, it's ruffling a little bit. If I just let it do what it wants, it's ruffling a little. Just a little. I'm going to go over like that a little bit more. There we go. Thanks for following. Okay, it's gray. So you're doing green and white. Red, green, and white. So you're going to do the superstar again, or the star? You did the star before. What do you think about this twisted with the fringe? I think this is your idea, wasn't it, Amy? Thank you, Tammy. This is the 6-Day Supernova Holiday Tree Skirt. And this is the edge. I worked the whole thing on video. Oh my goodness. It's huge. Hours and hours of video. Somebody said, you talk too much. I can't follow you. Listen, you cannot learn this pattern from this. You need the pattern. Hi, thanks for the follows. Oops. I think I asked you if you were doing the star or the superstar, because I think you did the star last time. Whatever emoji you just did didn't come through. 1, 2, 3. Oh no, that's not next. Next is the twist. Do the twist. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. I might as well count out loud, because if I start a sentence before I start counting, I'll forget what I was about to say. The star. The first one is the star. Well, that'll be nice. This is the 6-Day Supernova Holiday Tree Skirt. So it's based off of the 6-Day Supernova blanket. And there's also a 6-Day Supernova shawl. I can't just make my pattern one thing. I have to make it into every which way you can think of. Thank you very much. 1, 2, whoops, 1, 2, 3. You have to hold it down here. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Kathy says, still trying to think which edge to use on my variegated small superstar. Thank you very much. I'm just starting a cable knit sweater with those same colors and pink. Oh, that's lovely. Uh-oh. I thought I had this on the wrong side, but I did not. Oops. All right then. One of these batteries lasts longer than the other. I mean, it's no surprise this equipment is old. The camera is very old. I was able to upgrade a lot of my other equipment this year. I upgraded my computer. I just bought a new laptop. I used to use this camera for my choreography festival, so I have a feeling I'm going to be getting a new camera for that. Okay, this is the thing I keep doing weird. I have to do the twist first before I do the white. Oops, it's actually crochet cables. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. I love cables. One, two, three. One, two, three. One, two, three. Now I'm getting into a rhythm. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. There we go. One, two, three. Hi. I'm doing well, although I can't tell who's talking to me if you're in Facebook. It just says Facebook user. 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Tammy asks, how long have you been crocheting? I started crocheting when I was around 6 or 7 years old. The Superstar is the second one. It's the one that is, it's almost more round and it has the pom-pom edge. 1, 2, 3. The first thing I remember making is a scarf for Santa Claus. I left it out on Christmas Eve for Santa Claus to take. Hey, Virginian Boo. She says, hello, TikTok family. Crochet fam. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. She says, which one is easier? The star is the easiest. It's really straightforward. I learned knitting as a child, and I just learned crochet almost 3 years ago watching video. 1, 2, 3. I feel like if you learn knitting first, you can learn crochet very easily. But I have found the opposite to be true. If you learn crochet first, knitting is more difficult. But I'm sure, you know, that is just my opinion. I'm sure now that I've said that out loud, somebody will be like, I learned crochet first and that made knitting so easy. I learned crochet first And then I wanted to learn knitting because I just really liked the look of it. And my grandmother, my aunts, my great aunts were always crocheting. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. And I think my grandmother was the only one who knitted, and I just thought knitting was so cool. And I asked her to teach me, and she did teach me how to do garter stitch. And then I tried to learn how to knit. She taught me how to knit and purl. Excuse me. She taught me how to knit and purl. And then I tried to do ribbing, knit one, purl one, ribbing on my own, and I couldn't figure it out. I didn't know you had to put the yarn between the needles each time. But I read it in a book. I was always reading books when I was that age. And a girl in the book said she was trying to do knit one, purl two. So I tried that, and I was like, ooh, this doesn't work. And then my grandmother caught me putting the yarn in between my toes, and she was like, I'm not teaching you anymore. Wow, DBN cables. Yep. I think cables are one of the coolest things to know how to do because they look way more complicated and difficult than they actually are. So I think they're actually a great technique for somewhat beginner crocheters or knitters to do because they add complexity, and they look hard, but they're really not. They're very cool. I made my kids these beautiful cable sweaters from the Debbie Bliss books when they were little, and they took me forever. My gosh, because I was so slow. I was not fast. You know, you get faster over time, right? But those sweaters took me a ding-dong long time. And then my son left his somewhere. The one I made for my daughter, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. The one I made for my daughter had cables and baubles. And those baubles really made it take forever. But it was gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous. And it was oversized, like 10 sizes too big, so she could wear it. She wore it from the time she was 4 until she was 7 or 8, and she finally outgrew it. But my son, he lost his. He left it somewhere. I thought he left it at his friend's house because I remember his friend saying, our dog likes to lay on knitted and crocheted things, and he was laying on my sweater. And I was like, well, don't let the dog lay on your sweater. Come on. And I thought that's where he left it. I was like, he said the dog was laying on it, and they were like, no. My friend where he had stayed. 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. She knitted and crocheted too, so she would not have let that sweater just disappear like that. But yeah, it must have. I have a feeling they were out playing in the woods or something, and it got dropped. And that was that. No. This has to go to the back. This has to be in the back. If ADHD, and the more difficult is easier for me. You know, I'll tell you what, I could never sit there and just do something. Like, people seem to really love those C2C Afghans, and whenever someone like suggests, I see them like suggested on the board sometimes, what should I make? Anyone have any suggestions for what I should make? And somebody says, oh, make C2C, and I'm like, oh, I would die. I'd get about 4 rows in and I would be like scrolling on my phone and definitely not paying attention to that. This is going to be my last little fringe thingy. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. And then Superstar has more stars, but I think it's the best looking. It has the most points. That's all the gray that I have left. I'm just going to do that. Nice. Yeah, see, look, this is ruffling. Do you see that? So I should have skipped up here. What's that going to be like if I have to take that out? It's going to be a pain in the butt. Okay. I should have been paying more attention, but I was yakking. I keep hearing about more and more people are talking about their ADHD on TikTok and other places, and it makes me wonder if I don't have it. Because all the stuff y'all say, I'm like, that's true about me too. Okay, so what I'm gonna do, because no one's ever gonna see what's happening behind here, is I'm just gonna make a single crochet in that same space. And then I'm gonna 1, 2, 3. And then, okay, I'm gonna skip one because I'm ruffling. So I'm gonna skip 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. I'm gonna skip one every 3 or 4 twists, I'm gonna say. Well, I'm glad you found something to help with your epilepsy. It's really great. And people crochet for all kinds of reasons. It's really therapeutic, I think. It can be therapeutic. One, 2, 3. Five, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. The superstar is the second one, yes. It goes star, superstar, supernova. I think the star is the easiest. The superstar is next. And the supernova is the most difficult. And there's nothing really all that difficult about it. It just has a lot of different rows and steps. The star and the superstar are the most mindless. I like the superstar because all the setup is in the beginning of the project, and then it's mindless. Once you get it set up, you're good. The supernova is the biggest one. You have to make it big, or you have to use, if you want a small one, you have to use really lightweight yarn, like a 3 or even lighter. Thanks for all the follows. Is anyone making gifts, holiday gifts, or are we past that? I know I do not do that anymore. Can you do more than 2 colors on the superstar? Yes. Yes, you can. Dishcloths and mug cozies. That's cool. Small things. It's very nice. Yeah, somebody DM'd me the other day and they said, Do you knit blankets? And I said, no, I crochet them. And I said, were you looking for somebody to whip you up a couple Christmas presents for gifts, a couple blankets for gifts? And they said, yeah, maybe a blanket. And I said, it's too late for that. You think you're going to order a homemade blanket right now? Give me a break. Ain't happening. You weren't making gifts, but your son took all your hats. Yeah, that's nice. It's very nice. I'm glad you're doing small things, Heather. 1, 2, 3. I'm skipping on the gray now. Not every time, but like every other time. Oh wait, I want to do the twist first. Woo, this takes so long. So long. The cognitive dissonance says, hello, I just found your channel. I love to stitch for gifts, but after the first time, if they don't love it and use it, then never again for those people. We have a new grandbaby and I'm in Grammy mode. I get that. Yeah, I hear you on that. I will take it one step further and say, I will not knit or crochet for anyone unless I know that they will appreciate it. A 100%, you know? And I've had people say to me, like, when are you going to make me one? Or, something like that. 1, 2, 3. And I say, when I do make you something, you'll know I love you. If you get a handmade item from me, you will know for a fact that I love you. I used to make stuff for everybody, and then unfortunately my ex-mother-in-law made some rude comments about being embarrassed when her husband wore the hat that I made. And after she said that, I stopped making gifts for people for a long time. And then one day I was at my mom's, and my sister came in with her little boy, and he had on one of my hats. And I was like, oh, that's where that hat went. And they said, did you make that? Because we didn't know where it came from. And I said, yeah, I made that. And they were like, why did you stop making stuff? We really love all your handmade stuff. We wish we had it on. Then one of the nieces said, would you make me one? 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. And that's when I started making gifts for people again. But I'm extremely selective. Susie says, how far do you pull the loop out before you twist? 6 inches. I pull it out 6 inches and I twist it 20 times. You can make it longer or shorter. You could make them different lengths. If you wanted to, you could twist it more if you wanted to. I'm starting to feel tired. Let's see, how long have I been? It's been an hour and a half. I think maybe I'll go to the end of this white and then I'll be done. Unless I get too tired before then. I don't think I will. It's not that far. Well, actually, you don't go through yarn as quick as you think, because this takes so long. I only make gifts for babies and people that enjoy them. I am trying the pom-pom board, but only using the one variegated yarn over my brain right now. 15, 16, 17, 18. Well, I don't know, Amy, if you were here at the beginning of the call, but remember I said, I know I have some of this yarn left over from last year, but I don't know where it is. Well, guess what? I found it. Last night I was digging for something else, and I found all my leftover Christmas tree skirt yarn from last year. So if you would like some green, let me know, and I can send you a couple skeins. Oh wait, hang on. I think I missed a comment from the cognitive dissonant. Grandbaby only has me, as other two grandmas have both passed early, but she's lucky because she got a really crafty grandma and I want to spoil her and teach her things. Well, that's wonderful. It's one of the only memories I have of my grandmother, was her teaching me how to knit and crochet, how to knit. She didn't live nearby, so I didn't get to spend a lot of time with her. And my one aunt said she knits, she doesn't crochet at all. So I feel like we have this connection to, we called her Grammy because of that. But yeah, she keeps asking me, when are you going to make a knitted version of the 6-day kid blanket? I'm like, I'm probably never going to do that. Probably never, Henry. Sorry. Let's see. She's getting running away because I didn't buy green. I willed it. Cognitive dissonance says, this border would be beautiful on a lacy shawl. I have some blue beaded. Louisa, oh wow, okay. Amy says, I would because I was going to use it on a couple other ones. Okay. Yeah, I'll send it to you. I've returned a bunch to Joann's. I had a whole box of yarn because I knew I had some left over. I just ordered willy-nilly for the crochet along. And then I was like, I'm going to run out. I'm not going to have enough. 1, 2, 3. And so I ordered again. And I should have dug through my stash a little bit better, but I didn't. I'll show you what I have before I get off this call. 2, 3. Virginian Boo says, my mom taught me the chain and single, and that was a straight line. I have learned everything. Thanks for the likes. Thank you for liking and sharing, everyone. I really appreciate it. And people that subscribed on the live tonight too, thank you so much. Wait a minute. What am I doing here? That ain't right. 1, 2, 3. Have to chain 3, Betty. Thanks to everyone who shared the live and supported it. I don't know if Andrew is still here, but shout out to Andrew Crochet. Andrew Crochets, who always pops on and dings the bell and shares the live to a bunch of people. Got a really supportive little community there. You guys are awesome. Oh, this is the 6-day Supernova Holiday Tree Skirt. And I'm working the edge for it, which is a 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. It's a twisted fringe border along with a candy cane edge. So these are chain stitches, chains. You never heard of it? Well, hi, I'm Betty McKnit. All my patterns are called 6-day something. Welcome to the crochet world. I've been here. Welcome to the crochet crazy world. Wait a minute here. Hold on. I'm doing stupid stuff. I'm doing the stitches. I'm doing it out of order. It doesn't really matter. But somebody 3 years from now will be watching this on YouTube getting mad at me because I'm not doing it the way it's written or because I'm talking and goofing off. I did a king size blanket in 2.5 weeks. Dang. That's awesome. I've never made a blanket that big before. Although I'm known for my 2 viral crochet patterns, the 6-day kid blanket and the 6-day star blanket. So that's what I'm known for up in here. Patterns that take 6 days to make. Although if you make it in a as a king size, it's gonna take longer. I'm tired of people saying this took way longer than 6 days. Well, you made it ginormous. I didn't write it to be that big. You knew what you were getting into. The whole 6-day thing was just one pattern. It was a toddler blanket made with chunky weight yarn. I never thought that anybody would be making my pattern. In fact, when I published it, I was like, Beth, what are you doing? Why are you publishing this? And here we are. It's the finishing details that really make things pop. So this is very lovely. Oh, thank you. Well, I'm going to be honest. I didn't do all this the first time around. I just did the fringe. And I had people on the call suggesting I also do the twist, which I think it needed. I do think it needed that. So I really like it. It was like Amy and Kathy, and I think Debbie was here. And I think it was Amy's idea, actually, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. And I have to say, my sister Amy is an artist, and she has just amazing attention to detail. I mean, she doesn't play around. She takes her time, and she makes things really nice. A lot of attention to detail there. My mom too, like I learned how to sew from my mom, and when I was in college, my first year of college, I had a job sewing for the theater department at my school. And what I learned from that job was, in the be making these costumes for the stage, and they would be like, "You're making this too perfect. It doesn't have to be perfect. No one's gonna see it under the lights." 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. They were like, "You can just throw it together a little bit more. It can be, you don't have to hand sew that hem. Like, no one's gonna see that on stage. This is not like, you don't have to do it this you're doing it too good. Like, just throw it together." My favorite lately on edges of scarves is the reverse single crochet, giving a similar. I love reverse single crochet. I love that stitch. I think it's very useful, and it looks really cool. I used to keep my edges pretty basic on my patterns, but I noticed that people wanted a little bit more. So now whenever I do a new 6-day kid blanket or star blanket variation, I do a different edge for each one. So I've got a little collection of my own little edges that I've done recently. Yeah, so now all the Christmas tree skirts, they have different edges, but they've all got this twisty in them. Now, the twisted chain edge. Thanks for the follows. Appreciate everybody being here. Untangle the yarn every time. I mean, I know you're going to get tired of doing it, but trust me on this one. This isn't so bad once you get into a rhythm. It's really not so bad. I'm also skipping stitches a lot. I noticed. Because I'm getting tired. I think the advice that I give in the pattern is to keep one ball of yarn stationary and move the other one back and forth over and under it every time. Hey, Andrew. 2, 3. Wait a minute. Okay. Have to do the twisty. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Thanks for the star, Andrew. Yeah, I feel like I should do the twist first. Thank you, my dear. I'll post a picture and message on my Edge in the Universe. Post it for everyone to see. We all want to see. Don't be shy, Kathy. Kathy is one of the most active members in the Magnetiverse. Hey, Peaches. I said I was going to go until I didn't have any more white yarn left. Well, this little thing of white yarn is like the loaves and fishes over here. It's like it's never. Because every time it's only 3 chains and a single crochet, so it doesn't use up as much yarn as the silver. The silver's a lot. Not really even silver, it's gray. What am I doing? Okay, I think it's time for a lay it down and admire it. Lay it down. When you feel yourself getting frustrated, lay it down and admire it. Take a look at it. Like I should have laid it down and admired it even more than I did because it ruffles over here. If I had taken my own advice and laid it down and admired it more often, then it wouldn't be ruffling because I would have corrected sooner. It's the 6-day Supernova Holiday Tree Skirt. I thought I linked it on the live, but maybe I didn't. If you go to my profile, then go to the little shopping bag, you can purchase it right from my TikTok. That looks really pretty. It really looks a lot nicer with the twisted chains. What happened here? Oh, that's where I changed yarn. Oh, goodness. Okay. You're going to see me do something I never do. And that's tie a knot. But let me tell you, I'm going to untie that when I weave in my ends. How much did I do? I did 1, 2.5 points. And there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 to go. You see how long it's going to take? I'll be here till next Christmas. I actually think I'm going to wrap up. This is feeling like enough for me tonight. You know, I just haven't been feeling super great, so I don't want to push it. So, Andrew, you're funny. Kathy said, I only know how to do a message. No, Kathy, you go to the top and you click post in the feed. And show it to everybody. Or you can post as a comment in any of the articles. I'm even confused about how the McKnitiverse works now because they changed it. They changed the formatting of it, which I know it's better because there are you can put a table of contents in each little like area, and you can have events in each little I'm gonna call them planets. My sister suggested I call the different areas in the McKnitiverse the planets, because it's like it's my universe and then there's different planets. So, but it used to be that certain features were only available like in courses. You could do certain things but you couldn't do events or something. Groups you could do events but you couldn't do it. You couldn't have a table of contents, stuff like that. Just weird. Yeah, but it requires an overhaul now. Like so many other things. And then when I overhaul it, I'm going to be raising the price for new people. So if you're not in there, you should get in there now before I raise it, because I'm going to raise it. And it's one of those things, it's like once you're in, you have the legacy price, and then if you leave, you have to pay the new rate. And I add so much stuff to that on a regular that it's because my battery's dying, that's why. Thanks for letting me know. I add so much stuff to that community regularly. If you're in there, you know how much is in there from when it first started. And yeah, so I have to raise the price every year. Plus the patterns, like the pattern library. If you're in there for a year, you'll have the whole pattern library, and there were like, I don't know how many new patterns this year. This is Cherry Coke, by the way. Cherry Coke Zero. I don't want TikTok to, I don't know, what would TikTok do to me? Hey Ronnie, thanks for liking the video. All right, I think I'm done for tonight. I think I'm cooked. Flip me over, I'm done on this side. Remember that? What movie was that from? I don't know, but it was a very funny line. But all right, thank you all so much for being here. I love coming on and hanging out and TikToking with all of you and just crocheting and chatting. It's been a really great time, and I hope that this helps you make your 6-Day Supernova twisted fringe and candy cane border edge. And there it is. Good night.